Base building is probably one of the biggest and, in my personal opinion, one of the best features of No Man's Sky, as it gives us the ability to create some totally epic or totally random outposts and sculptures. Now, what I really enjoy doing is showing off some of the most amazing bases I've seen recently that were created by other No Man's Sky players. And I also give you the portal coordinates and the galaxy that these bases are in so that you can check them out for yourselves as well. And as always, you're in for a real treat. All of these bases are very different from one another, and I've got to say, one of these bases is probably the most complex base I've ever seen in all my years of doing base showcase videos. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check them out. Just a quick prerequisite for when you actually want to visit these bases, you will need to have access to a portal and have unlocked all 16 portal glyphs, so you can use the portal and visit these bases, of course. And if you haven't done either of those things or one of those things, don't worry, because I have videos on my channel showing you exactly how to find portals quickly and how to get all 16 portal glyphs really quickly as well. So I'll leave a link to both of those videos in the description below for you. Right, first up we have an awesome low orbital base in the Euclid galaxy, which is actually like no other low orbital base that I've ever come across before. It goes by the name of Cube 7 and it was created by YouTube user RennyB470, so 4710. And as you can see, it's very accurately named because there are 7 cubes in the main structure. And you can actually teleport inside the main structure, which has a few levels to it with refiners, planters, and a couple of other things going on. But perhaps just as interestingly, if not more so, is the fact that you can actually see new cubes being constructed around the multitude of landing pads around the base. And it looks freaking awesome. You've got holographs of characters like in a space crane who are working away. You've got a cargo ship flying underneath the main structure, flying to the structure being built. Like when I went to grab a photo of this base, for some reason it didn't give me the portal coordinates, even though they should have been there. But here they are, typed out the coordinates on your screen now, so you can come and check out Cube 7. It really is a very, very unique, awesome orbital base. Right, moving on, it's also worth noting not all of these bases in this video are in the starter galaxy Euclid. Of these next 2 videos, one is in the Paradise Galaxy Eastern Time and the other one is in the Hilbert Galaxy. Now, if you've never been to either of Galaxy before or another galaxy at all, don't worry because I've got you covered there as well. I have created videos before showing you the fastest way to get to new galaxies. It won't take you long at all. One of the quickest ways would be to check out the featured bases, which you can see at the portal on the anomaly. Sometimes these are in Eastern Time or other galaxies and you can warp straight to them. Not to mention those featured bases are really cool to check out as well. I'll leave a link to both videos in the description below for you, but anyway, let's get on to the next 2 bases. So next up, this one is in Eastern Time and we have Mount Bubbles. And this one was created by YouTube user KJ0695 and this base is pretty darn detailed if you ask me. It has been carved into the side of a mountain on a planet covered with loads of bubbles, hence the name obviously. Now honestly, there is so much going on in this base, like so much to do. I can guarantee you'll miss something by walking through it just the once, so you have to walk through it multiple times and explore everything to fully appreciate all of the detail going into it. Now whilst the vast majority of the base with all of its small rooms and whatnot can be explored, some of the base has annoyingly succumbed to No Man's Sky's terrain regeneration issue, which Hello Games have known about for years, but haven't fixed. I mean, it's not that big of a deal for Mount Bubbles, luckily, but it's slightly annoying nonetheless. Now this base is really cool, and if you're in Eastern Time, it is definitely worth you coming to check it out. The portal coordinates to do exactly that should be on your screen now. Right, moving on, we are in a different galaxy once again, and this time we'll be in Hilbert. And now we have Nanjizal Gorge, I really hope I pronounced that correctly, and it was built by SaundyUK. This is a fairly small but incredibly elegant and definitely a premium No Man's Sky base. What it is it's effectively a futuristic house set on a paradise planet with views going out in all directions. And it looks like the entire thing is resting on top of a storage container, interestingly enough. There's also a landing pad going off to the side. Now the main structure of the base is like a massive open plan living area with different areas that you'd expect to find in a futuristic house. So living room, sleeping quarters, a kitchen, an office area, music area, planters, small bathrooms, and a few other small little rooms, and all looks freaking great. It really is a very well built base and absolutely nothing is missing from it and no small detail has been spared. The red colours look great as well, and I could definitely see myself living here in the No Man's Sky universe with all these views. So if you want to go ahead and check out Nanjizal Gorge, the portal coordinates should be on your screen now, and again, you'll want to be in the Hilbert galaxy for this one. Right, just a heads up, we are now heading back to Euclid for these next two bases, and the first one goes by the name of The Experiments at the Ancient Mausoleum, and it was created by Reddit user BackgroundMost1180. This is a really unique one for me, like I don't think I have ever seen anything like this in a No Man's Sky base before. It literally is something like plucked out of a proper sci-fi movie. It looks freaking amazing. And if I'm being totally honest, I don't even know how to accurately describe the outside structure of this base, so I'm not going to butcher it, so I won't bother trying, but I will say it looks amazing and it must have taken some serious skill to actually build the damn thing. And aside from that awesome structure, there is a large building just off it, which has given me some Jurassic Park science lab type vibes. But it must be the experiment room, and as well as that, underneath that experiment room is what looks to be a basement room which is extracting resources from the planet itself. And by the way, this planet that the base is on is pretty unique as well. I would highly recommend checking both that and especially this base out. And to do exactly that, once again, you want to be back in the starter galaxy Euclid, and the portal coordinates should be on your screen now. Now, I did say at the beginning of this video, I came across one of, if not the most complex bases that I have ever seen in all of my years of showcasing bases in No Man's Sky, and this is the one. It is in Euclid and it is called Relativity and is created by Bullet 5. Now, I think it is actually a based on the lithograph print by MC Escher. Here it is for your reference, and it looks pretty spot on. Now, I wouldn't even know where to start to build something even remotely close to this in No Man's Sky. So, Lord only knows how Bullet 5 managed to do this, but I bet it was a massive pain. But the results are staggering, to be honest. Once you're inside the base, you can explore it to your heart's content, but every wall and every angle looks kind of just like another floor and another layout. It's honestly mind-blowing just being in it, let alone building the feckin' thing. I probably won't even do this base much justice by trying to describe what it's like to be in there. So my recommendation to you guys is just come and check this out because it is mind-boggling and it's quite easy to get lost in the damn thing. With that said, I would recommend making a restore point from your ship just outside because you can quite literally get lost in here. It's not even that big of a base, it's just insanely complex and incredibly well built. Now, to visit it, you want to be in the Euclid galaxy and the portal coordinates should be on your screen now. Honestly, guys, come and check this out. It is truly unique. Right, I've got one last treat in this video for you guys, and it actually comes from a comment on my previous base video. Basically, YouTube user MaxinKirsch4492 linked their base for me to check it out. So I went to check it out, but when I warped to the planet, I couldn't find the specific base that they mentioned, but what I did find were nearly 100 other amazing bases created by other players. And there were also other players flying around, so I think this must be like some sort of galactic hub or something like that. But anyway, like this base behind me, they're all awesome. So here are the coordinates to this planet. So you can spend as long as you want checking out every single base on there. Honestly, you guys are all amazing with these bases. Keep up the great work. I would also like to thank those of you who have commented on my previous base videos linking your bases so I can showcase them on my channel. I always enjoy visiting these bases you created, so if you're watching this and have a base that you'd like us all to see, please leave us the galaxy it is in along with the coordinates to the portal coordinates to that base. Obviously make sure they're uploaded so we can all see them. You never know, they may get featured in my next base showcase video, but I do check out all of the bases from comments in my videos regardless, assuming I'm able to see them. Keep them coming, folks. I love checking them out. But honestly, as a side note, when I see some of the creations that you guys have made, it totally makes me realize a couple of things about my base building abilities in No Man's Sky. The first one is I have nowhere near as much imagination to come up with some of these bases like you do. And secondly, I neither have the skill nor the patience to actually build them in the first place. And also, let me know in the comments of this video which one of these bases that I showcased today was your favourite. Well, there you have it, folks. There are some of the most amazing bases I've stumbled upon recently, along with a treat of a planet full of bases. It's in Euclid, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that, but it's in Euclid. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are still here, it would be totally awesome if you could support my channel by hitting those like and subscribe buttons. You can now become a channel member as well, and as always, thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you in my next one.